Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Memuna, popular known as Black Arab. Today's video we're going to be talking about questions to ask your spouse, your partner before settling down. There are questions that are important to know beforehand. So it's not be like when you get into the institution, it's not going to be stories that touch and all of that. So it's very good, it's very important. If this video is for you, please do well to watch till the end. Kindly subscribe by joining the family. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first thing is support system. So when you want to ask your spouse this question, you ask that how are you able to balance a healthy relationship with your family? How is the relationship like, the support like from your family in your life? That way you'll be able to know if you can still maintain a healthy relationship with your family while prioritizing your marriage. Mind you, you have to look at it in this light. If your family's partner are so invested and so, yeah, let's say so invested in an unhealthy relationship with your partner, listen, it is going to be very difficult when you come in view, because when there is something that requires just you in your marriage, like just the both of you in your marriage, it is going to be very difficult because you see the family wanting to, give their own opinion and something, and you just be like, nah, this is supposed to be between me and my partner. Do you get? So it has to be a healthy relationship. You have to be able to discuss it and know if it's a healthy relationship they have with their family. Sometimes you don't need to really ask. Sometimes you can sit and notice. Do you get? Because you definitely know before you settle down, there are avenues where you need to visit the family, and you'll be able to tell by that. Do you have a healthy relationship? Does it look like the family are so invested in making decisions or whatever in the life of my partner? You'll be able to tell by whatever your partner is telling you. If you guys are talking about something that is supposed to be just two of you, you see your partner bringing in, and my family said we should do this, my family said we should do that. It is not something bad when the family is trying to like impute their own support or something, but it is bad when it is in an unhealthy way. It is not supposed to be unhealthy. It's supposed to be a healthy one. Sure, you get what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be a support system where you see, I have a good support system. It's not going to be a support system where you feel, I don't understand what's going on. Do you get? So you need to know, because when you get married, you don't need third party that is going to be making things difficult or more difficult for you. Do you get? The next question to ask your spouse is, what are their views regarding roles and responsibility? Yeah, I know. Calm your horses down. I know there's like a set rules for, okay, who is going to sweep the floor, who's going to wash the plate, who's going to cook, because I know they say women are supposed to be the one and all of that, and men will assist when they want to. I know, but it is very important to talk about it, because there's some men that enjoy doing all those things. There are some women that enjoy doing all those things, while there are some men that don't enjoy doing it. And again, there are some women that don't enjoy this. So vice versa, the roles can be switched or can be shifted or can be whatever. So you need to discuss to be able to like tell that, okay, my partner is someone that if I'm not in the right space of mind, they can take up this role of sweeping the house or washing the plates or cooking. It is good to talk about it, because mind you, if you go into it thinking um they know, some people don't know, because upbringing is very 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 different. It is when you are in your marriage you start seeing that, if this person not supposed to know this is A and not Z, whereas the other person to be looking at it, that why is this person doing A, is it not Z? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Because upbringing is different upbringing. So it's very good when you discuss every little thing. So whenever you see that, okay, situation is arising or something, you feel like, okay, no, yeah, we've talked about it, we know what to do in this situation. Sure, you get what I'm saying? So roles and responsibility is always good to talk about. Who is going to do this, who's going to do that. If there's not a situation where the lady is supposed to be doing something, and then she's not able to do it, and the husband cannot do it, okay, what is the alternative? What's the solution? Can we get a maid? Can we get a living maid? Or maid that is going to go and come. What did they call them? Are you going to get that one or something that I don't know? Do you get what I'm saying? But it is always good to talk about it. It is very important for situation that's going to come up in the marriage. So another thing to ask is, how do you communicate? That's communication style. You need to be able to be like, okay, please, oh, when so and so happens, how do you react? And the funniest thing is, this communication style, you might be able to get it from your talking stage before you even get married, maybe from your courtship stage or something. You might be able to tell that, this my partner look like someone that if I should offend him or they'll go into hiding, they'll block me, or they'll do this and that. Maybe red flag or something, but there's some people that don't mind, and some people that be like, okay, that's how it does. Okay, now I understand. Okay, how can we make it better? So it's not be like when you're not married, when you guys are fighting, the husband is nowhere to be seen, or the wife is nowhere to be seen. Does not make sense. Or they are in one room locking themselves up or something something. But if you're able to know, okay, when my wife is angry, she likes her space. Okay, now let's make sure that the space is not like she's traveling out or leaving me alone. Okay, maybe she's in another room trying to calm herself down, and then we can talk about it later on. Okay, when I get angry, I don't want to talk, or am I the kind of person that when I get angry, I want to discuss it there and trash it out immediately? Are you someone like that? So you need to sit down and discuss it, because when you get married, even if when you're not fighting, there are some times that you want your space. You don't want to be seen by anybody. You don't want to be seen by your partner. So how do you do that if you guys have not communicated that, okay, when they are in so mood or so face, they want to do this, they want to do that. So it is very important to communicate, how to communicate when things are not going fine or smooth, or even when things are going fine. How do we work it out? So it is very important to communicate. Communication is key. Another one is family planning. You need to ask that, okay, oh, how many children do you want? I said this in the part one. How many children do you want, and all of that. This one I'm going to emphasize on. After knowing how many children you want, you need to talk about parenting responsibility and childcare. Who is going to do this? Are we going homeschooling, or we're sending them to school, or one party is going to be at home to cater for the kids till a certain age, and then like homeschooling, and one party is going to be the one bringing all the money and everything in, or we're going to get a, what they call it, is it lesson teacher, or we're going to, do you get what I'm saying? Is it boarding school, day school, is it daycare, or living nanny, or something something? You need to be able to discuss that, because if both of you are working, like you have a 9 to 5, or even one is at home but they are working like a remote job, and one is out working their 9 to 5, if you guys are not able to communicate before like marriage, when we give birth, how are we going to like tackle it? Do we get a nanny or something? When the time comes, don't say disagreement, because you start feeling, who is not going to leave their job for who? Because not me, not me. Do you get what I'm saying? If you've communicated that, it will be easier. Last but not the least is finances, and this way you are going to be able to know how you guys are going to manage money as a couple. Do you want to do joint accounts or separate accounts? Do you want someone to be solely taking care of something in the family, or do you want, okay, oh, let me 80%, 20%, or one person is taking care of it, but whatever the other person has, they can add. Do you get what I'm saying? In Islam, the husband is the one that is solely responsible for the wife, but it is very good if the wife can add, you know, whatever she can add to it. She can decide to take care of some things and not necessarily ask the husband and all of that, if she's capable of doing it. That's for Islam, sure you get. But generally, it is always very good to discuss who is taking care of which responsibility and all of that, so that when the time comes for the responsibility to be taken care of, there's not going to be issue of I don't understand. Why should I do this? Why should I do that? Is that my responsibility? Even if someone has been taking care of something, and then you guys have communicated that okay, this is my job, but there's sometimes I will need your help because we don't know how things are going to be like and all of that. You've communicated that, right? So when that happens, it's not going to be, I beg, waiting you there, why are you asking me, I don't have money to add. It's going to be, oh, okay, now let me try and give you from what I can afford. Communication, discussion, questions. If you don't ask that, how do you want that to be achievable? It's not going to be achievable. So it is very important to do all this. And what I'll just add to it is like a little tip I'll add to it is try to be very observant, because there are some times that your partner, when you are trying to get married, or when you are in this courtship or talking stage, people are not showing their real self because they're trying to make you happy, they're trying to woo you. Sometimes you ask them questions and they already know that okay, this is what she's expecting. So they'll give you what you're expecting. So you get what I'm saying? Whereas they're just giving it to you. It's not what they would normally do. So you get. So when you are observant, you'll be able to know who they are. Observant in the sense that okay, the way they chat, the way they reply, the way they see some scenarios and give their comments on, the way they handle people around them and handle money and all of that. You'll be able to tell that okay, this person, this is the kind of person this person is. You'll be able to tell, except if you are not observant. So be very observant, pray to God because it's very important. There's some people that are observant to communication, they'll be doing everything 100, but they are being witty with you. So it's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Kindly join the family by subscribing and do well to share this video. So thank you all. If you want more of this video, please let me know in the comment down below. Bye. Take care of yourself.